So when you want your child to use gestures, a lot of times they start out with just grabbing for the toy. So if you've held the item up and they're just trying to take it from you all the time, they don't quite realize that requesting pattern yet. So what we have to teach them is how to put their hand out in either an open hand or even a point. So if you're holding the toy like this, you're like, oh, you want the block? And your child goes to grab for it. What you want to do is take their hand and turn it over. Very gently, you're not going to force it to happen, but what it starts to do is you start relaxing your grip and they'll start turning it naturally. So if they're grabbing, you want to gently flip it and give it a pause. Again, we pause. I really like pauses because it helps that child learn that new strategy and that new skill. So they've reached, you've turned, and then you're going to place the object in their open hand. That means that they want it, they're waiting, they're showing their joint attention, and they're now requesting something from you rather than grabbing it. Now, if you want to work on the pointing, another way is you can shape that into a point by showing them with their fingers. So if they've come up and they're just reaching, you want to maybe try to close that hand down to a point. I will let you know that pointing is a fine motor skill. So if your child doesn't quite have those fine motor skills yet, if they're too young for it, or if they just haven't developed it yet, it's okay for them to continue to reach for it because that's their point. So if you have two objects and they're going to reach for it, that's a point. They're reaching for one. It may not be a perfect point, but that's okay. It can still be a reach. Even if they're in your room and they want to show you something and they're like, and they're reaching and point and they're kind of touching that way, that's their point. They're showing you that they want something. It doesn't have to be a perfect point because the fine motor skills may not be there, and that's okay. As far as making choices with these two things, I've talked about this a little bit before, is when you're offering two things to start out first, you want to offer something that's not so preferred with something they really like. So like a sock and a cracker, right? Which one do you want? Do you want a sock or a cracker? And your child sits there and then you go, do you want the sock? No, I don't want a sock. I want the cracker. And then your child might reach up and grab that cracker and then you give it to them. I will say with the choices, the reason we do the ones that they don't prefer is because it becomes obvious to them what they want. And part of choice making is getting rid of the thing that you don't want. And it can be hard for kids to know. So if something is too close together and they kind of like both of them, they may not be able to make that choice because they can't decide which one they want more. It has to be something really motivating and preferred for them to say, oh yeah, I want that one. To either point again or reach for it, and then you shape that and you give it into their hand. So those are using gestures and pointing, reaching, and even making some choices. If you guys have questions, as always, I'm here to help you answer those.